Socialism and communism, they don't work. It's been tried many, many, many times. We learn from history that we do not learn from history. Talk to your politicians because they just don't get it. They always want to experiment with something that doesn't work. I mean, hey, keep on doing the same thing. It doesn't work. Do you get it? They don't get it. I don't understand them. Hey, do you? The good news is, I guess, is that we can't understand them. Electric car owners, brace yourself. Get ready for a shock. Have you all been watching the gas price thing that's going on with automobiles? Up and up and up. It's going to happen with electric cars. People say, look at gas. I can't afford it anymore. I'm going to buy an electric car. Okay? I mean, I'm a fossil fuel guy and a hamburger guy. I mean, I don't like the electric car thing, but so many people think that it's a good thing and governments are telling them that. Listen to the government. What can go wrong, right? I mean, hey, I talked to a guy the other day and he said, I get a full tank of gas in my electric car effectively for $14. And I said, don't get used to it. You really think that it's going to stay there? I don't think so. Again, look at gasoline, uppity, uppity, up. It's going to happen with electric cars, and then you got a mess. Cheap fuel, good luck with that. And these same governments, they can't even keep the power on. The electric grids are down all of the time. Liberal filmmaker Michael Moore. I get tired of talking about guns and gun control. Truly I do, because it's not about guns. It's about people. It's about bad people. It's about people control, which is good people. That's what they do. But you do have people like Michael Moore who continue to bring guns into the forefront, right? And now he's saying the Second Amendment has to be repealed and you need to remove every gun from civilian ownership in the United States of America. Hey, Michael, I got news for you. That's about $1 trillion with a T. About $1 trillion. You're just going to take their property? You're going to pay them? Who's going to pay them? You ain't got that much cash, man, I don't think, right? And then he goes on to say, repeal the Second Amendment and replace it with something that says it's not about the right of somebody to own a gun. It's about the right for all of us to be protected from gun violence. How does that work? How do you get protected from gun violence? Do you take a knife to a gun fight? How do you do that? Bad guys have guns, and they're always going to have guns. They can make guns. They can do all kinds of slick little things. How do you protect yourself against that? Fire with fire? You should kind of fight it that way, don't you know? Tell that nobody should have a gun. Tell that, Michael Moore, to the thousands of women who have been sexually assaulted by people kind of maybe like you. I don't know that you're one of them, but certainly people within your industry, maybe they would say, hey, wish I would have had a gun. I don't know. It just goes on and on, but kind of just make movies and keep out of everybody else's business. To take all the guns away from all the people who do not do bad things. It'll cost $1 trillion and it's dumb. And then you have all these people that are defenseless. Not very nice. The number of gun crimes in the United Kingdom has risen by 27%. 27%. It's despite the country having some of the strictest gun control laws in the world. Gun control is about honest people. You control honest people. You don't control the criminals. It's the word, you know, criminal. Look it up. Kind of means they do bad things. Quebec, Canada. They've just announced they're going to issue marriage certificates in French. This is all part of this language law, Bill 96 that they have. You know, it amazes me that some politician in Canada hasn't stood up and said, hang on here. In the West, we're not going to have French anymore because all the French people, they're in Quebec and they don't honor English. So why do we honor French? They all shy away from that. They're scared of it. It's a political piece of dynamite. Is it? Shouldn't be. Speak up. The people would like to hear it. But if you want to keep talking about guns, boom, 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 shotgun weddings. I talked to a bunch of young people here recently and they didn't know the term. And I had to explain it to them and they got a kick out of that. But of course, back in the old days, I'm so old, that I remember, if a girl got pregnant and you weren't married, the father got a shotgun, escorted you up to the minister, and guess what? Called a shotgun wedding. The pronoun nuts. There's a lot of them. They walk among us, pronoun nuts. It's about she/her and all of this nonsense to support transgenders. I got a great idea. The pronoun nut should also use shot to support gun owners. Gun owners need support. That'd be kind of nice. If you try to buy a gun, this is coming from the Prime Mistake Canada. If you try and buy a gun and say it's for self-protection, hey, no, you don't get that. You cannot do that. He said you're not allowed to defend yourself in Canada with a gun. He should expand that conversation a little bit further because in Canada, according to the law, you're not allowed to defend yourself with a tool of any kind. Any kind. If you have a knife, if you have a spoon and you chase a bad guy out of your house and you hit him, you'll get sued, right? You can't protect your life in Canada. Can you believe it? When I tell that to Canadians, they're shocked. They say, what? That can't be right. And I say, it's right. Call your member of parliament. Call somebody. Call the Pope. Fix this nonsense and vote right. Bah. Public servants want to make servants of the public. That'll be the prime mistake and so many others, right? The tail wags the dog. And hey, folks, start barking. See ya.